Alright, hey guys, welcome back to more Asasgao Academy. We just kind of went on a food break.
Hi.
Lauren's eating, I'm eating, Shane already ate all his food.
Yay.
Nice. Good job.
Anyways, the last part, John walked us to class. We had our first class.
Yay.
And now we're heading to lunch. I was so lucky to have someone like her as my roommate.
Excuse me?
Quick as I could, I went to my locker and showed the book inside. As good of a book as it was I was infinitely more happy that I had Mai around, so I didn't have to read it. Without her, who knew what I would do with myself, especially with PBG staring at me like that. Maybe I could ask her what's up with him when I might eat her at the cafeteria. It might just be the way that he is. Cheered, I headed for the cafeteria. Fuck.
I carried my melon bread through the minefield
Of people. Searching for the now familiar sight of Mai's red hair.
Where is she?
I couldn't see her anywhere. There was almost no empty seats. All around me, students circled each other, laughing and joking, sharing bites of food, and splitting the cost of sodas. Speaking of soda,
That's
a rock star, not technically.
God, we get it, you're a weeboo. Anyways. God, we get it, you vape. Anyways.
We get it, you vape. Thanks.
Suddenly, I felt very obvious and very alone.
Is there anywhere I can sit?
Just then I spotted a table at the front of the room.
Oh boy.
The lone boy sat at it, stabbing a spaghetti with the vigor of a Roman general. He was having a hard time with it. I moved close to him, working up the courage to ask to sit with him. Well, no wonder he was eating spaghetti with a spoon. Wait a second. This guy was in my class, wasn't he? I saw him that morning at the front of the room, and he was wearing a jacket, just like the normal boots jacket, but different. Yes, a gold and gray jacket with an 8-bit block on the front. Was he a member of another club, or maybe he was friends with them? Hey, what?
Anna!
She's talking, it's okay.
Oh, mine.
Or we don't care if you cover your mouth. Mai appeared between me and the boy, who glanced up at us before returning to his spaghetti.
Thank goodness I found you. I saved a table for you in the back. Oh.
I looked at the boy and then back at Mai.
Come on.
She grabbed me by the shoulder rather forcefully and pushed me to the back of the room.
Hey, what's wrong? You're so lucky I got here when I did. Wait. Oh, I did.
Brutal Moose.
That kid is Brutal Moose. His real name is Ian. He's from the Hidden Block Club.
Brutal Moose.
The Hidden Block Club? Yeah, the rival club of the Normal Moose. He's really weird. I mean...
She looked around here to make sure no one was listening, but we were completely alone in our little corner of the cafeteria.
He speaks in comics.
Fourth wall! Bang!
But Undertale.
Maybe you think you did that on purpose. Do not die.
Oh. Whoa! Yeah, it'd be better if you stay away.
Take.
It'd be better if you stayed away from him, considering you already know some of the normal boots guys.
What are you talking about? I only just met John today.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, right. I saw the way PBG was staring at you. He totally likes you.
Really?
I like the little.
Is that what you thought it was?
If I was blind, she had a serious case of wishful thinking. Just like I have a serious case of fucking food in my mouth.
Oh, totally. It was so cute. It was just like my favorite manga. You meet in high school, fall in love, and go off and fight aliens together.
Right.
But I don't think that's going to happen. Have some faith in yourself. That's totally what's happening. So, now what are you going to... Wait. So, now that you're in good with PBG, can you introduce me to Jared?
No. Oh, that's what she was
Oh,
getting
was
at.
that what she was getting at? Hot flash of doubt seized me. Was it possible that Mai only liked me because she thought I knew the Normal Boots guys? That couldn't be the case, though. She was so nice. Still looking at her shining and eager face, I couldn't talk myself out of the idea.
I actually thought PBJ didn't like me.
What?
What? Why would you think that?
Well,
He was glaring at me.
Man, you just don't understand. It's a love triangle. A love triangle. What triangle now?
A triangle.
What triangle now?
I didn't see it. Such practically erupted from her eyes.
Practically right.
Oh god, this part.
No.
PBG, I can't.
Lauren, you might want me to read this. PBG, I can't. But Hana, I love you. But
Luigi.
my maidenhood.
Oh. Where are you going with this?
Under the table, Mai looked pleased with herself. Okay. Oh wait, sorry.
Okay, I'm just kidding. You're really cute when you blush. You almost match. It almost match. Wait,
Matches your hair.
That's your hair.
I got the noodle on my foot.
That's not fair at all.
I beg to differ.
Bitch!
Still,
I changed my mind, eager to change the subject.
that was
Whoa.
a scenario.
Whoa.
That was an impressive scenario.
Why?
What? What? No, I just made that up on the spot.
Mai laughed nervously.
Get wrecked.
Oh, so that girl who was
Talking to me when we got separated.
That was well brought up. Too bad you weren't.
Oh! Mai told the story of her past friendship with this girl, like they were eternal arch nemesis.
I like how you looked at me and waited for me to say it.
Apparently, yeah, I know. Apparently, they had some bad blood. Baby, now we got bad. I nodded, choosing to take the time to relax. Before I knew it, we were finished eating. We got up and tossed our trays together as we. Ooh, what was that?
That was
Oh,
weird.
that's ah. Anyways,
Never
as
got.
I head towards the door, though Mai hesitated. Hey, I forgot something back at the door.
Nice.
Oh, need help?
Nice.
Bro. No, I'm totally okay. I'm just going to get it. I'll see you later, though, right?
Lies.
See you later.
I'm just.
She doesn't have hair with PBG. No. I waved and Mai sprinted off in the direction of the dorms. Alone again, I crossed my arms and headed back to Poppy Hall. Large group of 7 or 8 kids. People were lying out in the sun, playing catch and eating lunch on the lawn. Look, I cut open my foot with those fucking Crocs. It looked like fun to have so many friends like that. I smiled. Maybe this new school would be better than my last. Anyways, I'm gonna save.
Good idea.
Than my last. Without students inside of it, Poppy Hall looked like an abandoned hospital.
Wow.
My footsteps echoed as I climbed the stairs to the 4th floor. With a sigh, I opened my locker and pulled out the book Satch gave me. It was a good thing I brought it, after all. In the classroom, saw a flash movement at the window. A boy sat on the windowsill. He jerked up when I came in. He was silhouetted by the afternoon sunshine, so I couldn't quite tell who he was. Hello, I'm sorry, did I bother you? The boy stood,
Right.
shook his head, and crossed to the desk opposite side of the room. As he passed, I was able to see him clearly.
Yep.
A normal boots jacket!
Whoa.
This guy, he was Shane from the Normal Boots Club. Oh, hi.
Hi.
You should voice him.
Yeah, you have to voice this guy. How on earth did this keep happening to me? Shane sat down at his desk, fidgeted with his hands a little, then turned to look at me.
You're the new girl?
I nodded.
My name is Hana. It's nice to meet you.
He nodded.
Shane.
This totally you. Silence filled the space between us. Panic built up inside me. This was my chance of getting good with to get in with the Normal Boots Club, and I was blowing it. I walked to my desk and sat down, setting the book on top of it. Shane looked at me unsmiling. What a douche.
You heard of the Normal Boots Club?
Yes, I am. Why?
He spoke as if it were a challenge, almost glaring at me.
I just saw your jacket, so...
I trailed off.
The jackets are really cool.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay.
They are.
Silence again. He seemed skeptical, as if he expected me to crawl out of my own skin and reveal myself to be a large amphibious reptile.
Why?
I had to do something. Who knew when another chance like this would come? I don't know, maybe in fucking like 5 minutes. But Shane didn't seem friendly. In fact, he seemed downright suspicious. Surely he wasn't on to me already. Maybe it was better not to risk it. I say we talk to him.
So you play games then?
Shane looked over at me.
I've always been interested in video games, but I don't get to play them much. I didn't get to play them much growing up. They're really expensive, and my dad couldn't afford them, but I used to go over to my friend's house and play there.
Shane didn't respond.
Ooh.
Now what? I thought of stuff to say.
What did you play?
What?
Oh!
Mario Kart!
Mario Kart.
Aw, darn.
Copyright. They changed a bunch of copyright stuff in this game. It was super fun.
Still Mario Kart.
We'd go into battle mode and on the triple deck. He would drive around himself on the top level, and I tried to booby trap the lowest level.
There's a good spot next to the ramp. I'd wait there until my mom came racing down in the ramp to find me, then smash her with a red shell. Well, pretty much that.
Shane anger stare faded. He was smiling, sort of. He made the whole room seem 10 shades brighter, or maybe I was more relaxed.
Your mom must have been mad.
Oh fuck, that really hurts actually.
She was, but she always let me do it. Probably on purpose. Did your mom? Oh, hello.
Doors slid open. Mimi and her friends and a couple of chattering girls. Where's the ruin, Mimi? Entered the classroom. They stopped and stared at Shane. It was clear that they thought they were interrupting something, even though they were on opposite ends of the room. Sorry. No, it's fine. I'd be lying if I said I was happy that they caught me. I'd be lying if I said I wasn't happy they caught me talking to Shane of the Normal Boots Club. The girls went to their desks and sat down. What were you? Shane was staring at me again. Odd. A hurt look on his face. I immediately felt like I was caught doing something I wasn't supposed to do. Do you know what I was trying to do? But I mean, it wasn't like I didn't want to talk to him. He was an interesting guy. It's not like I only talked to him because he was in Normal Boots. But he turned and pulled out a notebook and some pens, scribbled away, thoughtfully ignoring me. The air was stuffy. I tugged at my collar in the shirt, sweating. The girls kept looking at me over their shoulders. They expect something. I smiled and hesitantly at them. They smiled back and then started a conversation amongst themselves. The atmosphere was broken. I heaved a sigh of relief. What was up with the Normal Boots guys? John was really nice when I spoke to him, but PBG and Shane seemed to hate me. But they were anything but normal. Waiting for Mai to come to class, wanting desperately to tell her what happened. Then the bell rang. Miss Muzi started teaching. Mai still didn't come. Mai's getting drunk. Class came and went. The bell rang, and I was alone.
Are you serious?
What? Wait, what did I say?
You said Maya's getting drunk.
Oh, no.
I thought you were serious.
PBG stared at me for the entirety of the class period, his face growing more and more menacing by the minute.
Menacing. Oh.
How his face wasn't stuck in a perma-frown, I would never know. Shane and John didn't bother talking to me as they left the class. The other students paired up around me. Hi, Mimi. Would you like to engage in casual discourse this evening?
Oh.
Yeah, of course. Well, why are you talking like that? ... I stuffed my book in my backpack and headed to the dorm. With a sigh, I unlocked the door to my room. Notice anything different?
What?
As the door opened, I heard.
Hannah!
I'm
What?
so confused.
What's different? The colors of something?
Drapes. It's more light.
Oh, okay.
Mine I lay in a heap on the floor.
I'm so glad you're back.
She wrapped her arms around my head and nuzzled me.
What are you doing? Come, look.
She offered me and helped me to my feet. Without my face filling my vision, I saw that something had changed.
Oh my goodness.
The dorm looked like the dorm looked nothing like it had before. Also, the drapes there. The posters and fairy lights were still up, but now the windows had light pink curtains on. It was scuffed with warm haze around the room.
That's right.
A brand new white carpet on the floor. Pillows were piled high in the mountain on top of the bunk beds. Even our chairs had been replaced with cushy leather ones.
What happened here? Sorry, I didn't tell you, but I wanted to surprise you. I thought this would come in handy yesterday.
I
thought this would come in yesterday, but it was delayed by a day. I wanted to set it up
to be a big surprise.
I'm still not done yet, though.
She She gestured to some small pot plants arranged in a neat row on her desk.
Wanna help?
Yeah.
Do I ever? I changed the blanket.
Fade to black. We finished setting the room up. Shut up. Switching a few objects here and there in order to better facilitate the feng shui, which Mai told me was excruciatingly important. She especially wanted to make sure our room was filled with red and pink and coupled items, so that there was a for what purpose I wasn't sure. We collapsed on with heavy sighs on the floor, then heaved great big yawns.
It's not even at the end of the day yet.
The face.
It's not even the end.
She blinks.
It's not even the end of the day yet. I'm so tired.
Lauren trying to talk and you just keep interrupting her with little
I'm sorry,
things.
she blinks.
Me too. Wait.
What?
Oh.
She stood up suddenly with a jolt.
Shut up suddenly with a jolt.
Yes.
We should get some ice cream.
That was
Ice cream!
Oh boy!
Really?
Ice cream? Really?
Yeah.
Oh, I thought she was gonna talk.
She did.
She did.
Oh,
Ice
I
cream.
just saved you.
Yeah. Sorry.
OMGs.
OMGs.
Just
Which are the best, by the way?
Lauren, just fucking go!
Sorry.
dark chocolatey graham custard.
Shut up, we're not sponsored!
OMGs.
Oh my god. Yeah, something to celebrate being roommates. The ice cream here on campus is generally good, I promise.
I don't know.
Oh, she finished it.
And I'm paying. Well, if that's the case, you made the offer I'm gonna refuse. Every friendship. Sweet, let's go.
The school shop... The school shop was in the side building of the cafeteria, packed with instant noodles, giant bottles of soda. Students wandered the aisles aimlessly, clearly here more to spend time than money. I paid the cashier and we grabbed our ice cream cones. Mine, the one covered in sprinkles.
Whoa, this is delicious.
Yeah.
Isn't it? We're lucky to have such great food on campus.
This place would be awful without it. I know, I was about to respond, but I noticed the commotion outside.
Ooh, let's go see what's going on.
Did Mimi fall on her face again?
Mike grabbed my arm and dragged me outside. There were 3 boys wearing Normal Boots Club's jackets were shouting at each other, each of their faces turning purple.
Purple.
This again?
Why purple?
What are you talking about?
Mamma mia!
I'm clearly the one that poses the proper masculine form. Yeah, right, I'm taller than you and more attractive to boot. Come on, guys. Wait, oh shit, how do I go back? Yeah, you can, there's a way. Arrow? No. Whatever.
Save, load,
Anyways,
skip, auto.
flex his arms. These guys, oh wait, sorry.
These guys are always going on about weird stuff like this. They're very energetic.
Oh yeah? Just got into downward facing dog yoga pose and grin.
Why?
Look at this butt! Just look at this!
What I don't understand is why they don't just ask Jared.
Oh yeah? Followed, kneeled low to the ground, then took off into a sprint, heading straight for us.
Yeah!
Check this out!
Oh yeah.
He sprung into the air in a graceful ballerina leap, spinning through the air, and finally came straight for me!
Oh my god.
When I opened my eyes, I was sprawled flat on the ground, covered in dirt. Something cold and wet oozed on top of my blouse.
Oh.
Hannah, are you okay?
I stood up, chunks of ice cream fell from my blouse to my skirt. What happened? Ran into someone, you idiot!
My uniform. It's ruined.
A few seconds of silence, the Snickers rippled around me like whining of cicadas. My throat closed up, water stinging my eyes.
Not this again. Not again.
I stood up and prepared to walk off with my dignity when the entirety of Normal Boots Club suddenly appeared in front of my face.
What's up?
What happened here? Seriously? Tears slid down my face. No, not here. I didn't want to cry in front of them.
Hey.
Hannah, are you alright? BBG, so cute.
I'm going home.
Oh, she's crying.
Wait, Hannah. It's fine. I just want to be alone for now.
It took all my will not to run back to the door. I immediately changed into my pajamas and climbed into bed, reaching for my stuffed rabbit.
I heard you almost crying. What am I gonna do? I can't.
You have to!
No. What am I gonna do?
Mike!
What am I gonna do if this ends up just being like the last time?
Mr. Bunny stared at me with his big, lifeless eyes.
Wow.
Sorry, I can give another scene.
I squished him to my chest, losing myself in his soft fur. The door opened with a soft click.
Hannah, are you okay?
Rolled over on my bed to face the wall, pretending to be asleep. Mai stood in the center of the room for a while, looking at me. Finally, she sat down at her desk and began to work on something. The sound of her pencil scratching against the paper filled my mind. I didn't know how many hours passed, but eventually I fell asleep. Jeez, this isn't even the...
It's time, but it's just like,
I thought that was someone's alarm for a second.
Yep.
I woke up to my morning alarm beeping, feeling only dread of the hours to come. After the nightmare that was the ice cream incident yesterday, I never wanted to take another step out of my room. I curled up inside my blanket as my alarm went off. It was only the second day of school and I felt the same as I did every morning at home. Maya, of course, was already up and I could hear her hair straightener clamp shut every few seconds from across the room. I felt bad about letting the alarm go off for so long, so I slid my hand out of the covers to switch it off.
Hannah? Hannah, get up, sleepyhead. I know you're awake.
I didn't have time to poke my head out before Maya's body slammed onto the edge of my mattress, bouncing me up. She jumped from almost halfway across the room.
Oh my god.
I left click, not right click, but that's a good time to save anyways.
Just in case.
Fuck!
Did you... God damn it. Oh, we have to go through this?
Skip.
Oh, wow. Okay.
Skip. No shit.
No, we have to go. Till we wake up.
Yeah!
There we go. Whoops. Save. Day 2. Overwrite. Oh, blah. Yeah, okay.
I can't hide from my. Sorry.
I was breathless and paused to calm my heart before speaking again.
Are you worried about what happened yesterday? No one cares about it. Hannah, I don't...
No one cares about Hana. I almost forgot about it myself. She must have seen my face, brought an arm around my shoulder, and pulled me closer to her.
For real, though, we're going to class and no one's even going to mention that you made a huge fool of yourself.
Wow, you could have put that better. Yep.
Could have put that better.
I'm kidding. It might have been a big scene, but it totally wasn't your fault. It was Paul, alright?
Damn it, Paul.
When you jump, you have to calculate your trajectory, just like I do now. He could learn a lot from a master like me. Get dressed and cheer up. I could bottle up your glue and sell it to a wizard. And what if he could use it for evil?
What if he used it for evil?
I can't let that happen, Hannah.
Her smile was wide enough to bridge a gap between continents. The beginning of tears pricked my eyes, but this time was for a different reason. I opened my closet, tried to avoid looking at the sad lump of clothing inside, slathered with dried up ice cream. I only had 2 uniforms, which cost my dad an entire month's salary. If I wasn't able to get stains on my uniform, what would I do? Sighing, I took my second uniform off its hanger and slipped it on as Mai waited impatiently for me.
Ready to go? I guess so.
Yeah!
Good.
Wow.
Yeah!
Just as Mai said, just as Mai said, no one paid any special attention to me. Well, there was a few odd looks here and there, but nothing nearly as bad as what I was expecting. As the lecture went on, my anxiety for the most part faded. I took to staring out the window and avoid eye contact. I almost said cocktack. A few boys were out on the field playing soccer. Wait, was that PBG? I stood closer to get a better look. Hana? At the sound of my name, I leapt to attention. Is there something more interesting out there than samurai death battles? Please, feel free to enlighten us. You came here to learn, not to contemplate the scenery.
Yes, Miss Suzuka. I'm sorry. I'm gonna work on that name, I swear.
She turned back to the chalkboard and continued her lecture as if nothing happened.
Samurai death battles.
A few desks in front of me, a guy sitting next to Bruno Moose turned around and gave me a flashing thumbs up. I made a face at him, unsure what exactly he meant to do. Then Ian turned around and socked him in the head. The other guy mumbled something to him, probably apologizing. Ian's eyes lit to me for a brief instant. Then he looked away. Were they looking at me because of what happened yesterday, or was there some other reason? I shook my head. There wasn't time for this. I had to work on what to do if I wanted to keep my scholarship. After pages and pages of notes on Japanese history, it was nearly time for lunch. Okay, everyone. You're almost free to. Everyone's almost free to go. The work tonight isn't so hard, so don't grumble. You should work together to complete it if it was too hard this time. Also, you may be aware the Flower Festival is coming up in a week and a half. This news was met with a few cheers, and everyone started to pack up. Since you have the day of the festival off, our first exam will be the day before. There's no cheers this time. Romance is wonderful, believe me, I know. But try not to let the festival distract you, okay? That is all. See you tomorrow. Miss Shizuka flashed a peace sign and winked as she walked out the door.
Freaking anime trash.
What weeaboo trash. What a weird teacher.
What a weird teacher.
That lecture was so boring.
Maya walked beside me, a tray in her hands. We were shuffling through the cafeteria trying to find a seat.
Didn't you say that yesterday? Probably, but it's true for today too. Help me. I'm gonna die of boredom.
Me every day in any class ever.
We have an assignment to keep us busy by.
What?
We already have work to do?
Me?
How did you not hear that?
Straight up me. Maya sighed dramatically, then leaned to the side and rested her head on the crook of her neck. I reached out to pat her on the head a few times, but she straightened before I could do it.
Oh god. Oh god, Hannah. Paul's walking over here. He's looking at... Sorry.
He's looking at you. Does he look angry to you? Why is he coming over here? Do you think he's going to kick you again?
Kick her. What?
What? Did we miss
The same
something?
I don't know. The same ball who humiliated me last night strode towards me. I instinctively backed away, but he kept coming closer.
Hey.
Oh.
I'm glad I found you. He didn't look angry at me. In fact, he was giving me an odd, lopsided smile. I wanted to make sure you weren't hurt or anything. You ran off before I could properly apologize. I looked down at my feet. It was embarrassing enough that I ran off crying like a little girl, but to know that I made them feel bad made it even worse. At the same time, the image of my ruined uniform plopped into my head. I couldn't tell whether I was more angry, embarrassed, or whether I was feeling something else entirely. Got you pretty bad, didn't I? I think I ballerinaed too hard. He tilted his head to the side. It's a shame you're not wearing the uniform from yesterday. I liked the pink splotches on you. It matched your hair. A deep, sick feeling crawled up from my stomach to sit in my throat. My dumb, stupid hair. Everywhere I went, people made fun of it. Though the Normal Boots guys were different, and he was trying to apologize. But how could he say something like that to me? Not for the first time, I thought of dyeing it a different color, but quickly dismissed it. Paul was waiting for a response, giving me a quick nod as if warning me not to mess this up. I mustered up a best smile, hoping it was at least somewhat convincing.
It's okay. I'm fine. Don't worry about it.
Anyways, I'm more than happy to pay for the dry cleaning. Josh and Nick and I feel really bad about everything. We've never made a girl cry before. Well, not physically injuring her, I guess. Well, not by physically injuring her, I guess.
Thank you, but I was just going to scrub it in the sink.
Dad and I could never afford things like dry cleaning, so I was surprisingly good at hand washing things. That thing's gonna need more than just hot water and soap. Trust me. Tell you what, I have a friend who's a natural with that kind of stuff. I'll ask her to get the stain out for you. Just meet me later and bring your uniform, okay? I'll try not to kick you this time. Without giving me time to say yes or no, he nodded and turned to leave. He spun quickly back around. I flinched. Are you and Mai, right? Do you guys have a table? The cafeteria is pretty full right now. You can sit with us if you want, just for today.
Yes! We'll go with you, right, Hannah? Lunch.
With the Normal Boots Club? Maybe. Maybe I could become friends with them? And then no one would bother me again. Not about my hair or the ice cream incident, right?
Yes, please.
Alright.
Alright, follow me, ladies. Feel so suave. Less to the middle of the cafeteria where the Normal Boots Club sat with a table all itself. Hey, you found her. You're Hannah, right? I nodded, blushing as I took the seat at the edge of the table next to Paul. My force to tell between Jared and PBG. Her eyes were only a few sparkles away from forming huge hearts. Real subtle. So, Hana, we saw you were upset and you were all worried. Are you feeling better? PPG looked at me, clearly concerned. My heart was beating hard against my chest, but I wasn't sure whether it was because I was nervous or because the sad look on his face made me want to give him a hug. Or maybe it was because I was about 2 inches away from Paul and only an arm's length away from all the other guys. As I tried to valiantly open my mouth, whispers spread around the lunchroom.
Look at those girls over there. Who do they think they are?
Yeah, but
How come they get to sit over there? Senpai would notice me!
Notice me, Senpai!
Maybe the actors get all the luck.
Fourth wall! Suddenly, my thoughts turned dark. Could it be that by getting close to these guys, I was setting myself up as a target instead of getting protection? My thoughts spun in my head. I was suffocating! PPG was still looking at me, even more worried than before.
I'm fine. Thanks for your concern. Please don't feel bad. It was my fault for getting in the way. I'm sorry for causing such a scene. I should have controlled myself better.
I hung my head, wasn't sure how to act around these guys, so I defaulted extremely polite. My father would have been proud. Hey, Hana, don't apologize. It was Paul's fault, right, Paulie? Nick shoved Paul, who looked exasperated. I apologized as best I could. Nick, give me a break. It was a relief that PPG wasn't staring at me anymore. Almost no one else was paying me or my any attention. Shane, however, with his phone on his head like a dweeb, was shooting me a quick, suspicious glance. It was almost like he didn't want me there, and I felt uncomfortable.
Hey, Hana.
How do you like it here so far, Hana?
Good. How about you? Oh, wrong.
Dot.
I mean, I like it here. Thank you.
Me. Gerard smiled at me, then turned away. I picked up my food. The guys were all wrapped up in their own conversations, and Mai was busy preventing hyperventilating from being so close to Jared.
I can feel his body heat.
Oh dear.
hey,
Oh, you're Satch, remember?
Satch. You doing okay, Hana?
A smiling Satch turned to me.
I know it can be overwhelming. You're fine, right? Oh, you're lucky, bastard.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm now. Thank you. Thanks for recommending me the book. By the way, it's been really good.
Do you oh wait, sorry.
Do you like it? That's great. I figured you would.
It's really funny, but the narrator's annoying.
And
Oh.
the grandpa.
Savage. Yeah, he can be a bit rude.
He pushed up his glasses, then grinned at me.
Alright. You were pretty quiet, but I knew there was more to you.
I winced.
Sorry, I can be a bit of a wallflower.
Perks of being a wallflower. That was a good movie.
Never
Yeah,
watched
then you
it.
realize. Oh,
Hmm?
you've never watched it.
Ooh.
We should
We should watch that at some point.
movie night.
Go.
Game night.
Oh, no need to apologize. I'm sure we've all been wallflowers before.
Yeah, but not to the point where he was in the movie. But that reminds me, the Flower Festival! He turned to their group, addressing them
Oh
all.
boy.
As a fuck you, they all suddenly turned to pay him attention. Who are you all taking this year?
I couldn't.
Right then, the flower.
What's the flower
A festival. Oh,
no
sorry.
one's explained it to me yet.
Such a inquisitive look.
She blinked.
Well,
It's basically just a festival. Didn't you have those at your old school? We didn't have festivals at my old school, but they were basically just 40 kid groups in one room, sharing snacks they brought from home. Or we did. Well, sorry, I play this game on my own, so I'm used to reading it.
Well, we had something kind of like that, but I stopped going.
Really?
Oh, why not? They're so fun.
I'm just gonna readjust myself.
Fair enough.
Okay, there we go. Fuck you. I really didn't want to answer. There's no way I could say, well, my friends turned on me, so when I went, people pretended I didn't exist.
Oh,
But Maya was waiting for me to answer, and everyone else was looking at me.
I'm just not into that stuff, I guess. Oh, well, maybe you'd like this one more. The flower festival happens all over Japan around this time of year, but it's a big deal at Higanbana?
Higanbana!
That's the town right next to Asiago.
Asasgao.
It's been 35 minutes.
There's apparently some kind of myth about flowers that's somewhat important.
And on that note, something being somewhat important, we will end this episode.
Bye!
Thanks for watching. Bye.